Welcome to Gold Old Era, a journey through the shadows of old Hollywood, where glitz and glamour hit a world of scandal, tragedy, and chaos. Today, we're uncovering the untold stories of 21 legendary actors whose off-screen lives were as dramatic and dangerous as the roles they played. From secret affairs and substance abuse to legal battles and untimely deaths, these tales will shock you and forever change how you see your favorite stars. According to historical accounts, their struggles reveal the dark side of Tinseltown. Buckle up as we dive into the truth behind the silver screen. During Hollywood's golden age, from the 1920s to the 1960s, the film industry was a dazzling dream factory, but behind the scenes, it was a pressure cooker. Powerful studios like MGM and Warner Brothers controlled every aspect of their stars' lives, from their roles to their public personas, often at great personal cost. One. Clark Gable. Clark Gable, dubbed the King of Hollywood, captivated audiences with his rugged charisma in Gone with the Wind 1939. Historical records reveal a life far less polished than his on-screen persona. During the filming of Call of the Wild 1935, Gable fathered a daughter with co-star Loretta Young, a secret the studio buried by orchestrating Young's adoption of her own child. This cover-up, detailed in biographies, reflects the era's obsession with maintaining stars' pristine images. Gable's personal life was further marred by countless affairs, which strained his relationships. The 1942 death of his beloved wife, Carole Lombard, in a plane crash plunged him into despair, fueling a battle with alcoholism that shadowed his later years. His drinking led to erratic behavior on set, though his charm ensured his career endured. Gable's story underscores how fame offered both adoration and isolation, with personal losses amplifying his vulnerabilities. 2. Judy Garland. Judy Garland, immortalized as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz 1939, was a victim of Hollywood's ruthless studio system. Biographies note that MGM fed her amphetamines to sustain grueling schedules and barbiturates to sleep, initiating a lifelong drug dependency by her teens. This exploitation, coupled with relentless pressure to maintain a youthful image, led to emotional and financial ruin. Garland's 5 marriages, including the director Vincente Minnelli, crumbled under the weight of her insecurities and addiction. Historical accounts describe her desperate search for love, never fulfilled, culminating in her tragic overdose death in 1969 at 47. Her resilience in delivering iconic performances despite such torment raises questions about the human cost of stardom and the industry's role in her downfall. 3. Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando redefined acting with his raw intensity in A Streetcar Named Desire, 1951. But his personal life was a tempest. Raised by alcoholic parents, as archival accounts detail, Brando carried deep emotional scars that manifested in volatile behavior and numerous affairs. His defiance of Hollywood's conventions, rejecting scripts and clashing with directors, made him a maverick, but also isolated him. Family tragedies, including his son's murder conviction and daughter's suicide, haunted his later years. As biographies recount, Brando's refusal to conform, while artistically groundbreaking, came at a personal cost, painting him as both a genius and a troubled soul whose rebellion shaped modern acting. 4. Rock Hudson. Rock Hudson, the quintessential heartthrob in films like Pillow Talk, 1959, lived a double life to protect his career. Historical records show studios arranged a sham marriage to conceal his homosexuality, a necessity in an intolerant era. His 1985 AIDS diagnosis, revealed in biographies, shocked the world, transforming public discourse on the disease. Hudson's death that year exposed the toll of secrecy, as he hid his true self to maintain his all-American image. His story, detailed in contemporary accounts, highlights the personal sacrifices demanded by Hollywood's rigid norms and his posthumous role in advancing AIDS awareness. 5. Ingrid Bergman. Ingrid Bergman, luminous in Casablanca, 1942, faced a scandal that rocked her career. Contemporary accounts report her 1950 affair with director Roberto Rossellini. While both were married, sparked public outrage, leading to her temporary exile from Hollywood. Biographies note the emotional toll of this ostracism, yet Bergman's resilience shone through, earning her an Oscar for Anastasia, 1956. Upon her return, her defiance of societal expectations, while costly, paved the way for greater acceptance of personal authenticity, making her a trailblazer in navigating fame's moral scrutiny. 6. Spencer Tracy. Spencer Tracy, known for his grounded performances in Captain Courageous, 1937, had a turbulent private life. Biographies reveal his guilt over his deaf son, and strict Catholic upbringing drove him to alcoholism, compounded by a clandestine affair with Katharine Hepburn. His binges led to emotional outbursts, kept secret from fans. As historical accounts describe, Tracy's death in 1967, shortly after filming Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, marked the end of a career that balanced brilliance with personal torment. His story illustrates the conflict between public image and private pain. 7. Lana Turner. Lana Turner, the glamorous sweater girl The Postman Always Rings Twice, 1946, lived a life of high drama. Historical accounts detail her 8 marriages and abusive relationships, rooted in an impoverished childhood that fueled her quest for stability. The 1958 killing of her abusive boyfriend by her daughter, ruled self-defense, thrust Turner into a media frenzy, as biographies recount. Her relentless pursuit of love and security, never fully realized, reflects the instability that fame often amplified, making her a symbol of Hollywood's turbulent personal lives. 8. Jean Harlow. Jean Harlow, the blonde bombshell of Dinner at 8, 1933, faced a tragic end at 26. Biographies describe her abusive marriages and struggles with alcoholism, exacerbated by a controlling mother whose Christian Science beliefs denied her medical treatment for kidney failure, leading to her 1937 death. Historical records highlight how Harlow's brief life was consumed by Hollywood's demands, her vibrant screen presence belying a personal life marred by exploitation. Her story is a stark reminder of the industry's disregard for its stars' well-being. 9. Rita Hayworth. Rita Hayworth, iconic in Gilda, 1946, was reduced to a pin-up image despite her depth. Historical records reveal abuse from her father, a dancer who exploited her from age 12, and controlling husbands shaped her struggles. Her intelligence intimidated partners, and Alzheimer's erased her later years, leaving her forgotten by 1987, as biographies note. Hayworth's battle against objectification and personal trauma underscores the dehumanizing aspect of fame, her legacy a mix of cinematic triumph and personal tragedy. 10. Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin, a comedic genius in the Gold Rush, 1925, rose from a childhood of poverty with a mentally ill mother. Biographies detail his controversial relationships with teenage girls and paternity scandals, alongside political blacklisting during the Red Scare, tarnishing his legacy. Historical accounts note his exile from the U.S., yet his cinematic innovations endured. Chaplin's life reflects a collision of personal flaws and societal pressures, his brilliance overshadowed by controversy but never erased. 11. Mickey Rooney. Mickey Rooney, a child star in Andy Hardy films, never escaped fame's grip. Historical accounts describe his 8 marriages, gambling debts, and exploitation by family, leaving him financially and emotionally drained. Biographies note his chaotic life, marked by betrayal, as he fought to reclaim his identity until his death in 2014. Rooney's story highlights the perils of early stardom, where personal agency was often sacrificed for public adoration. 12. Montgomery Clift. Montgomery Clift, born in 1920, was a pioneer of method acting, bringing raw emotional depth to films like Red River, 1948, The Heiress, 1949, and A Place in the Sun, 1951. His performances, marked by vulnerability, set a new standard for cinematic realism. However, Clift's personal life was fraught with pain. As a gay man in an era when homosexuality was stigmatized, he lived in constant fear of exposure, which fueled his anxiety and isolation. His dysfunctional childhood, with an abusive father and overprotective mother, shaped his sensitive yet withdrawn nature. In 1956, a near-fatal car accident, witnessed by friend Elizabeth Taylor, left him disfigured and in chronic pain, sparking an addiction to painkillers and alcohol. This accident marked a turning point. His later films, like Suddenly, Last Summer, 1959, reflected his declining health. Clift's relationships, including a complex one with Libby Holman, were strained by his struggles. He died in 1966 at 45 from a heart attack, likely exacerbated by substance abuse. Cliff's tragic end underscores the cost of living inauthentically under Hollywood's rigid norms. His haunting performance is a testament to his brilliance. 13. Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn, the epitome of Hollywood's swashbuckling hero, starred in adventure classics like The Adventures of Robin Hood, 1938, and Captain Blood, 1935. His charm and daring made him a global heartthrob, but his off-screen life was a whirlwind of scandal. In 1942, Flynn faced statutory rape charges involving 2 teenage girls, a trial that captivated the public and birthed the phrase, "and like Flynn." Though acquitted, his reputation suffered. Rumors of drug smuggling and espionage, including alleged ties to Nazi agents during World War II, added to his rogue image. Though unproven, Flynn's Bel Air mansion was notorious for wild parties, reportedly equipped with hidden cameras and two-way mirrors for spying on guests. His early life as a sailor and gold prospector fueled his adventurous spirit, but his excessive drinking and womanizing led to health issues, including tuberculosis and heart disease. Flynn died in 1959 at 50. His memoirs, My Wicked, Wicked Ways, revealing a life as tumultuous as his roles. Flynn's story embodies Hollywood's dangerous allure, where fame amplified his flaws. 14. James Dean. James Dean, born in 1931, became an icon of youthful rebellion with East of Eden, 1955, and Rebel Without a Cause, 1955. His brooding intensity, honed at the Actors Studio under Lee Strasberg, captivated audiences. Dean's early life was marked by loss. His mother died when he was 9, and his father's emotional distance left him alienated. His love for speed defined his personal life. He raced cars and motorcycles, often recklessly. In 1955, Dean died at 24 in a car crash while driving his Porsche Spyder, nicknamed Lil Bastard, to a race. The car's subsequent accidents fueled rumors of a curse. Whispers about Dean's sexuality, including possible relationships with men like director Nicholas Ray, added to his mystique, though he never confirmed them. His brief career, only 3 films, all released posthumously, left an indelible mark, earning him 2 Oscar nominations. Dean's influence on music, fashion, and youth culture endures, his tragic end cementing his status as a symbol of unfulfilled potential. 15. John Barrymore. John Barrymore, part of the famed Barrymore acting dynasty, was celebrated for his Shakespearean performances, particularly as Hamlet on Broadway. His early career showcased a theatrical genius, but alcoholism derailed his life. By the 1930s, Barrymore's drinking led to forgotten lines, misrehearsals, and outrageous behavior, including vulgar pranks like urinating on a producer's desk. His 5 marriages were chaotic, marked by infidelity and financial ruin. Barrymore squandered his earnings on alcohol and extravagance, resorting to B-movies to survive. His once handsome features were ravaged by drink, and he died in 1942 at 60, penniless and alone. Historical records note his decline as a public spectacle, a tragic fall from grace for a man whose talent once rivaled the greatest. Barrymore's story is a cautionary tale of genius undone by personal demons, his legacy a mix of brilliance and regret. 16. Fatty Arbuckle. Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle was a silent film comedy star, known for his physical humor in The Butcher Boy, 1917. His jovial screen presence made him one of Hollywood's highest-paid actors, but a 1921 scandal ended his career. Accused of raping and murdering actress Virginia Rapp at a San Francisco party, Arbuckle faced a media frenzy that painted him as a monster. Despite acquittal after 3 trials, the public and studios turned against him, leading to his blacklisting. The scandal prompted the creation of the Hays Code, imposing moral guidelines on films. Arbuckle attempted a comeback under the pseudonym William Goodrich, but died in 1933 at 46, just as he was regaining traction. His story, detailed in biographies, highlights the power of public perception and media sensationalism, showing how an innocent man's life was destroyed by unfounded accusations. 17. George Reeves. George Reeves, best known as TV Superman in the 1950s Adventures of Superman, felt trapped by his iconic role, which typecast him and stifled his career. His personal life was equally troubled, marked by a tumultuous affair with fiancée Leonore Lemon and rumored relationships, including with Toni Mannix, wife of MGM executive Eddie Mannix. In 1959, Reeves was found dead from a gunshot wound, officially ruled suicide. However, many, including his family, believe he was murdered, possibly by hitmen tied to Mannix or others with grudges. Historical records note the mystery surrounding his death, with theories of mob connections adding intrigue. Reeves' life reflects the constraints of fame, where even a heroic image could not shield him from personal turmoil and an unresolved end. 18. Tab Hunter. Tab Hunter, a 1950s heartthrob in Damn Yankees, 1958, and Battle Cry, 1955, embodied the all-American boy next door. As a gay man, however, he lived a double life under studio pressure. Warner Brothers arranged fake romances with actresses to maintain his heterosexual image, while Hunter hid his true self in fear of career ruin. In 1955, he was arrested at a gay party, but the studio covered it up. His 2005 memoir, Tab Hunter Confidential, revealed the toll of secrecy, detailing his struggles with authenticity in an intolerant era. Hunter's quiet resilience allowed him to survive Hollywood's rigid norms, finding peace later in life. His story, as historical records note, is a testament to the personal cost of fame and the courage to embrace one's truth. 19. Tony Curtis. Tony Curtis, stars from Like It Hot 1959, was a charismatic actor whose pursuit of fame led to personal ruin. His addiction to cocaine and heroin, coupled with numerous affairs, including one with Marilyn Monroe, defined his chaotic life. Curtis was married 6 times, with relationships often ending in acrimony, leaving him estranged from his children. Biographies note his obsession with pleasure and validation, which left him unfulfilled despite his cinematic success. Curtis later reflected on his mistakes, acknowledging the emptiness of his pursuits. He died in 2010, his legacy a mix of charm and regret. Curtis' story reflects a hollowness that fame could bring, where external success masked internal turmoil. 20. Robert Mitchum. Robert Mitchum, Hollywood's original bad boy, starred in Out of the Past 1947 with a cool, rebellious demeanor. His 1948 arrest for marijuana possession only enhanced his anti-establishment image, making him more popular with audiences. Mitchum was known for bar fights and defying authority, yet he maintained a controlled chaos that set him apart. An intelligent man with interests in literature and philosophy, he added depth to his performances. Unlike many peers, Mitchum's wild behavior did not derail his career. His charm and talent ensured longevity. Historical records highlight his ability to navigate Hollywood's pitfalls, making him a resilient figure whose legacy blends rebellion with enduring success. 21. Warren Beatty. Warren Beatty, Magnetic in Bonnie and Clyde, 1967, was known for his charm and rumored thousands of romantic conquests. A perfectionist, Beatty controlled every aspect of his films, from writing to directing, earning both respect and resentment. His dominance on set and playboy image defined his early career, but he settled down with Annette Bening in 1992, raising 4 children. Unlike many contemporaries, Beatty avoided fame's typical downfalls, maintaining influence through strategic career choices. Biographies note his calculated approach, making him an outlier among troubled stars. Beatty's legacy is one of power and precision, a testament to navigating Hollywood's treacherous waters. Impact on Hollywood and legacy. The 21 old Hollywood actors profiled and provided documents. Clark Gable, Judy Garland, Marlon Brando, Rock Hudson, Ingrid Bergman, Spencer Tracy, Lana Turner, Jean Harlow, Rita Hayworth, Charlie Chaplin, Mickey Rooney, Montgomery Clift, Errol Flynn, James Dean, John Barrymore, Fatty Arbuckle, George Reeves, Tab Hunter, Tony Curtis, Robert Mitchum, and Warren Beatty lived lives of extraordinary talent and profound turmoil. Their scandals, addictions, and personal struggles not only shaped their individual careers, but also left an indelible mark on the film industry and its cultural landscape. Cultural shifts and societal impact. The personal struggles of these actors also drove cultural shifts, challenging societal norms and reshaping public perceptions. Rock Hudson's 1985 AIDS diagnosis, as reported in historical records, was a landmark event. Hudson, the quintessential all-American heartthrob, had hidden his homosexuality under studio pressure, maintaining a fake marriage to protect his career. His public announcement of his illness shocked the world, humanizing AIDS at a time when it was heavily stigmatized. His death later that year, as biographies note, sparked global conversations about sexuality and health, reducing stigma and increasing awareness. The timing of these stories raises questions that linger today. Was George Reeves' 1959 death suicide or murder? Biographies note suspicious circumstances tied his affair and possible mob links. Did studios cover up more scandals, like Clark Gable's secret child or Errol Flynn's alleged espionage, as historical records suggest? How much did fans know about stars like Rock Hudson's sexuality at the time? The extent of studio control, such as MGM's role in Judy Garland's addiction, remains debated. What became of the families left behind, like Marlon Brando's or Lana Turner's children? These unresolved questions, drawn from archival materials, keep old Hollywood's allure alive, inviting new generations to explore its complexities. These 21-actor stories reveal the human cost of fame, blending triumph with tragedy. Their on-screen brilliance contrasts with off-screen struggles, showing Hollywood's golden age was far from golden for many. Thanks for joining us on this journey through Tinseltown's past. If you found these tales gripping, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. What other old Hollywood stories intrigue you? Let us know, and stay tuned for more dives into the secrets of the silver screen, where the truth is often more dramatic than the movies themselves.